Girls rescue met the bar, witness said tears fled the head, I'm waiting, I dare, she tweet, I guess she confess, she thinking less, not drinking less, bathroom says, best it gets, spontaneous, I stereotype, put to rest tonight, imagine, believe, and achieve, it works, Skyline as I rise like fireworks, smell through the bad, don't.
After the storm, I'm your host, Matt Clark. We're going to talk about that frustrating loss by the Thunder tonight to the Pacers, dropping the Thunder to 14-34 in the year. We lost 110 to 113. A lot of it had to do with SGA going out. He twisted his ankle on a move to the basket. So hopefully he will be okay. I'm sure we'll find out tomorrow what happened on that. I believe it was in the third quarter that he went out. Anyway, let's talk about it. We started the game today with SGA, Trey Mann, Dort, Giddey, and Robinson Earl. And I like Trey Mann, but I don't know if I like him in the starting lineup. Just like I don't like Baisley in the starting lineup. But Wiggins did not play tonight, so uh, I'd probably rather have Williams if I'm going to have somebody in there. But you've got to do your starting rotation however you're going to do your starting rotation. I'm not the coach, and Coach D is there, and he watches guys practice. And, what I try not to do is talk about things because I don't see practice. So I don't know what happens in practice. They're there every day, and they're watching guys, so they have a better feel for what who can do what. So it's kind of hard to second-guess coaches with what they do because, we're not there. They are. So we get to see they get to see things that we do not see. Uh, Anyway, my keys to the game were really simple. Wanted the Thunder to get off to a good, solid, quick start. I wanted to get some easy baskets off turnovers. Uh, I wanted us to be very aggressive, like I always do, attacking the basket, attacking the basket, attacking the basket. Those of you who've been avid listeners to the show will know what I'm talking about. Uh, we just need to cut down on the threes. It drives me nuts that we shoot so many threes and we're not that good at it. Even though we did make some shots, it drives me insane, and I'm tired of talking about it. But I want to say that Giddey did get us off to a good start. SGA did not. Josh was on Uflagro. He was into it. He was heading to the basket. He was making passes. He was cutting to the basket. He was hitting cutters. Was doing a great job of getting us off, and we were very aggressive at the start. And I really like it when we're like that because, like I said, is that when we are aggressive, I don't mind us shooting threes in spots. But when you fall in love with it and you start just taking threes in ill-advised situations, you got to understand what is the situation that I'm shooting a three in? What's the score? What's going on in the game? Where are we? Those are things that you have to know when you are shooting. And you don't have to shoot every shot's not a three. You can pull up and do a one dribble, pull up and do a jump shot mid range. You don't have to shoot a three. A 2-point basket that goes in is better than a 3-point miss that goes the opposite direction, and they get an easy basket in transition and they get a nice rhythm. That's just my thought, though. But anyway, our perimeter defense was very good the first quarter. We did a good job of stopping them from doing the things that they wanted to do. They're very athletic and very quick to shoot. Sabonis, uh, now I know why. I mean, he's been pretty good, but he just killed us down low because he's long and he's very rangy is a good word to put it. And he just really killed us inside the paint tonight, and we just didn't really have an answer for him. Robinson Earl couldn't really do a lot with him, and Muscala for sure couldn't. Costing us a big rebound at the end of the game. But I would say that we were very good in matching them shot to shot. But when we're aggressive and we're getting turnovers and we're getting hands into the passing lane and getting our hands on balls and getting in transition and getting rhythm, Thunder were really hard to beat. But we did very, very good the first quarter. I loved everything about it, which carried us to a 30-29 lead. And the one thing that I liked about what was happening in the game was the fact that, and I'll talk about in the second quarter, they only scored 24 points. And I like the fact that they did that. Okay, because the Thunder, I mean, just attacking, 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 and I like that. We had to stay aggressive. We had to make good decisions on offense because when we make good decisions, like I talk about, and we're not out there just trying to shoot a bunch of threes and whatever, it just drives me nuts. And I'm assuming that's our offensive strategy is to do that, but we don't have shooters. You need shooters in order to do that. And the thing is, we couldn't relax the second quarter. We had to stay aggressive. We had to stay on them defensively. We had to force them out of the perimeters into bad shots, thinking that they were scores. And we started the second quarter with Maladon, Williams, Baisley, Jerome, and Diakite. And you know how much I love this guy. And we fed him early for a couple quick dunks. And, the big fella get going because, the one thing I learned as a guard, you feed your big guys. Once they get a couple baskets, boy, they're willing to go in there and rebound and knock people around and block shots and do whatever's necessary. That's why you always feed your big man early. Get them involved because if they get to the point where they're just hanging out, just rebounding only, he's going to shoot that or he's going to do that. Try to get your big man involved, and they did a very good job early in the second quarter of getting him inside. And with that lineup, I was not a fan of it, but I was really surprised that we stayed in the game. I mean, we stayed competitive, and all the way to the end of the half. I mean, I liked what he did. I thought that Giddey, when he came in for Maladon, it really helped us kind of get into a sync. Because, like I talked about, if you don't have SGA, you have to have Giddey on the floor. You can't be without either one of them on the floor. Maladon's just not going to get it done. He's just not. You got to have one or the other. But, like, I understand you can't just keep going to SGA. I mean, he's going to get wore out. And you got to kind of have somebody kind of help him relieve some of the pressure. That would be Giddey. But I guess, Maladon, he's played well in the G League. And, we wanted to bring him up and see what he could do. And he is a two-way guy. And, I'm just not a fan of him. But, in the third quarter, in the first half, we were 5 for 19 for threes. They were 7 for 19. But we were 19 from 30 for field goal percentage. 19 of 30. I mean, that's shooting the basketball. And what does that say for us? Gave us a 54-51 lead. And what does that say? Okay? What does that say? That says that our team, the Thunder, when we bear down and we want to score, we're hard to beat. And we scored 24 the second quarter, and they scored 22. And the Thunder, I mean, we have the capability of being really, really good. And I've said this over and over and over. I really like the nucleus of our team. I really, really do. But we're missing pieces. And it's just so glaring from time to time. It's just glaring out there at us. And when you look at, like, I like Jerome. He's a three-point shooter. If you want to use him for a three-point shooter, only great. But when you got to give him the ball or give Dort the ball and let them try to be one-on-one and do all that, nothing but bad things happen on a continual basis. Now, in short term here and there, sure. But when you ask them to actually handle the ball and do things, bad things happen. But anyway, the Thunder got away with a 54-51 lead at halftime. We shot some threes that we shot some threes in to keep us close and keep them at bay. But we did a great job defensively, I thought, the first half in limiting them to not taking wide open shots. Third quarter came out. I wanted to say we need to keep our intensity. We need to try taking more mid-range. Please, try to take more mid-range, okay? Shots, understanding what's a good shot, what's not a good shot, please. Just because you're just there. And the thing that ends up happening that I've noticed this game, especially because SJ wasn't there, is that Josh Giddey would get the ball, dribble, and then give it up with 3 seconds or 4 seconds left, and then somebody's got to force up a shot. Well, that's not, basically you're asking him to force up something. He can't be creative. Dort tried to take over, and he made a couple threes, which we'll talk about in overtime, and then he tried to make a play. Dude, he tries to go out of himself because he's like Russell Westbrook. You make a couple shots and, I'm all world. No, play within yourself, okay? And, Muscala got the start in the second half once again like he did the last game. I guess that's for him to come out because he made a couple threes in the second quarter. To get him to come out, he's, gets the start. But, I'm just, dude, go with your starters. Stay with where you're at. Do something. Muscala needs to come off the bench. He does not need to start. Hell, he needs to come off the bench. Plain and simple. But, you have your reasons for doing the things you do. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I'm just an analyst. I'm not a coach. I'm not the person that coaches the Thunder, so I don't see what happens. But, I'm just not a fan of him starting. I'm a fan of him coming off the bench. But with 10:09, SGA goes out, and we had a 62-51 lead when he went out. 62-51 when he went out with 10 minutes to go. The Thunder were trying to stretch it out. You could see that they were trying to make a run on us. And Dort missed a couple threes. And FYI, Lou, you're leaning back on your shot. When you lean back on your shot, it's just like SGA when he leans. You're not going to make it. You're going to be really inconsistent. When you actually square up and you release and you're coming forward and you're keeping your shoulders square, the chances of you making a shot go way up, which is exactly what you did on those through threes that you made in OT. That's just FYI, bro, from somebody who can shoot the basketball really, really good. I'm just giving you a little advice. Do not fade away on your shot. Go in and go forward, okay? Just do that. And then the next thing is, once they got back in the game, what ended up happening is that we started taking bad shots. Williams forces up a three, back to back. He tries to go one-on-one. Then all of a sudden, here comes Bazley going one-on-one. Then here's somebody else, Jerome, going one-on-one. And then Giddey did a nice job of grabbing the ball, setting it up, and going, hey, slowing it down. Let him run plays. But you still, Josh, you got to score. You can't just be a passer. You can't be passive. And that's exactly what he was doing. But 2 possessions in a row, Giddey made a nice play on a rebound, put back, and then, of course, nice shot cut to the basket, which, of course, the Thunder ends up with a 72 lead going into the fourth quarter. I thought that did a great job of fighting off the Pacers in the third quarter, kind of holding them back. Thunder did a great job. Now, here comes the fourth. Take care of the basketball. Play within yourselves. Don't give into temptation to go one-on-one and shoot bad threes. And pray your perimeter defense. Those are my keys to the fourth quarter. And one thing I think that we got to start doing more of, if we move it out the basketball, you're not standing in the lane, standing on the wings trying to shoot three. You cut to the basket. Every time we get a cut to the basket, whether it's Dort or whether it's which he got a dunk off an SGA pass, or whether it's Giddey, because I can promise you, SGA and Giddey, if you're cutting to the basketball, cutting to the basket, they will get you the basketball. But we just got guys who want to stand out there and shoot threes, and they can't do it. Hey, cut to the basket. Move without the ball. Just don't stand there. Okay? Let's try that. But as my friend Mark Long says, they played Bazley and Jerome 2 minutes too long. That's his favorite saying. 2 minutes too long. He played those guys 2 minutes too long. His favorite saying. And he was right. Played them 2 minutes too long. So with 3:12, it's 96-94. And let's go down what happened. Williams took a horrible shot. Giddey with the putback. Patriots come down, score. Dort makes 2 free throws. Indianapolis throws a terrible pass. We're at 4 at this point. Giddey gets the offensive rebound. Bazley shoots the air ball at the rim, out of control, and a lot of it had to do with Josh. Josh makes this move to the basket. Then he doesn't finish. He gets stuck, and he passes to Bazley, and Bazley goes baseline, which is not bad, him going to the basket and trying to shoot some step back three or whatever, and he tries to go to the basket, and he's out of control, shoots the air ball off the backboard, doesn't draw any iron, they go back the other way, okay? And, of course, Indiana scores. Then Giddey comes back with a horrible turnover. I don't know what he was doing. Actually, I do. He was being passive. That's what he was doing. He was in complete passive mode instead of aggressive mode scoring, which is exactly at this normal point. We've got a lead like this. We know what normally happens. SGA takes over the basketball game, and he'll drive to the basket, either get free throws, he'll make the basket, or he hit Giddey cutting to the basket. That's what he does. But instead, Giddey has the ball, and he's dribbling, trying to make, and then, let me get a ball up. With 3 or 4 seconds left to go in the shot clock. Well, everything bad is going to happen at that point. Everything bad is going to happen at that point. And that's exactly what happened. Here comes Williams with a foul. They miss both free throws, and Muscala can't get the offensive rebound. Which drives me nuts when I watch high school games, and we talk about that with friends. We watch it, my boy Randy right now, we watch this game. It's like, why do you not have somebody underneath on the offensive rebound on free throws? I don't understand that. And tonight, because Indianapolis did, Muscala couldn't bring in the rebound. We step out of bounds, they get the ball back. Okay? And then Indiana shoots, offensive rebound. Shoots, offensive rebound. Shoots, offensive rebound. Off Williams, couldn't get the ball. All of a sudden, OT. Very frustrating. Muscala, rebound the damn basketball. You're 6'10". Have some toughness. Rebound the basketball on an 0-2 miss on a free throw. Anyway, in overtime, I want to get it to assert himself. Didn't happen. Dort did step up, hit back-to-back threes to give us a nice lead. And then all of a sudden, Indiana gets 3 offensive rebounds. Dort turnover. Man with the miss. Man with the steal. We're down. It's 110, 111. We're down 1 with 40 seconds left. Man misses. Gets the steal. We hit Baisley. And Baisley passes the ball to somebody, to Muscala, running down the court with nobody in front of him. All you had to do is go up and shoot the layup or dunk. You're 6'9". Anyway, passes the man or to Muscala. Muscala fumbles it. Man misses the easy puppy. And my kids will tell you all day long, use the damn glass. That's what it's there for. Use the glass. Of course, man tried to just lay one up. Bounced out. Use the glass. Drives me nuts. Anyway, what are my keys for the loss tonight? Easily. No SGA. Giddey was not a factor offensively at all. We couldn't rebound the basketball. And Dort did his best to try to lead us. It's not his game. And I've said it over and over and over. He made a couple shots, but he makes bad decisions when they matter most. Just like Russell Westbrook. He makes bad decisions when they matter most. Because he plays 100%. He plays all out. You got to play smarter. Basically, got to play smarter. These two make mistakes after mistakes, but are they playing hard? Without question. Are they going 100%? Without question. You just got to play smarter. But that's why we lost the game. And it's mainly because we did not have SGA down the stretch. It cost us. Quite frankly, cost us. Anyway, Thunder Monday night. Hope everybody goes. And once again, what I'm trying to tell people is go to the damn game. Support your team. I was talking to David Ellis tonight when we went to, I was at Ned's. God, I had to get those onion rings tonight. Oh, those things are so delicious. Anyway, I was talking to Ned and Big Ned, a lot of little Ned, but Big Ned. If you've been to Ned, you know I'm talking about the dad, not the son. The son is Neddy, and Big Ned is the dad. And, it was driving them nuts. And they're like, people come watch the game. I mean, the game was great. It was a good crowd. People going nuts and cheering, which you very rarely see at a restaurant bar. And it's more of a restaurant first. But at night, it turns more into a bar. They had a nice lady singing. I know her name, but her name skips me at the time. But it was a good crowd, and the crowd was into it. People, we're 1 of 30. Understand, forget the Black Lives Matter and all that nonsense. We're 1 of 30. Okay? We're lucky. Let's support the team. Put them, all you guys who have money, go back, re-up your tickets, re-up your stuff. You got to go. You got to support the team. That Black Lives Matter stuff don't matter. When it comes to this, you're not hurting those people. You're hurting our team. You're hurting our city. Support the Thunder. Let's go. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Peace out. I'm your host, Matt Clark. Thank you for tuning in to After the Storm.
We hustle out of the need.